Hey Cooper Cubers, got a very exciting unboxing today, one I've been waiting for a long time. We have a whole bunch of different packages, so let's get into it. I have no idea where to start, so this one's kind of open, so I'll just start there. All right, so I can already see from the pink that this is a differently color schemed cube. I'm trying to be careful not to break the box. So this is a very interesting color scheme. It looks a little scratched, but it's okay. Wow. Very, very crazy color scheme. Very interesting. It basically looks like you've got a cube that's got some kind of filter on it. I'm not expecting this to be any good. Oh, ooh, man. Ooh. This is horrible. Oh my word. Oh, a center cap just came off? How? How did that just get pushed off during turning? I think there's going to be a couple of different cubes like this that are interesting but not great. I'm probably going to try putting lube in some of them, seeing that if I can get them working. This one especially is just such a cool color scheme. It'll be fun to try and solve on it. However, I definitely see these two sides giving me a problem with my color blindness. The rest of it should be fine. And yeah, I just think it'll be really interesting. So let me put some lube into this and I'll be back. I've put some lube in it, however, it still feels extremely bad. The toning's gotten a tiny little bit better. As you can hear, it's still very loud. What the lube has done is make all the other problems stand out way more. The cube feels incredibly flimsy. It feels like it's going to fall apart. But yet at the same time, it still feels too tight to corner cut. So I'm going to try a solve, but I don't have very high hopes. Interesting trying to identify where the different colors are. Ooh, that's not correct. This was the side that I predicted would give me trouble, and it did. Okay, sub 50, but it's rough. Yeah, no, this cube feels extremely flimsy. But yeah, we'll maybe get back to this. So these two boxes, if I'm reading the Chinese correct, is what the main point of this video is and what I'm most excited for, and you'll see why now. A lot of packaging for a very small product. However, it is a very exciting product. As you can see, we've got some little magnets in here. And these magnets, or at least the plan for these magnets, is I'm going to put them in one of the cheap 3x3s that I've bought and try and make that 3x3 as good as possible. So we're gonna both try that and maybe try taking one of the better 3x3s and putting more magnets in it to make the magnets stronger and see what that does to the cube. Those are some satisfying pops. In here, we've got some super glue and some more different magnets. So as you can see, these magnets on the left are a bit bigger and thicker. However, they are very similar. And yeah, we're going to be trying that. So this is how we're going to be sticking the stuff on. I sincerely hope that I don't mess up the sticking job, because I honestly don't really have a good idea of how to stick these magnets in, where to put them in the cube, but we're going to figure that out, hopefully. So now we've got a choice between these three. I'm not exactly sure which is which, so I'm going to leave the packet for last because it's different. Interesting. Wrapped in newspaper. Can get some of my Chinese practice in reading this. Very interesting. So this is probably how they saved on the money, because this is a Shou cube, which only cost 3 yuan, which is extremely cheap, around 9 rand in my currency, which is less than $1. So this is an extremely cheap cube, and that might be how they've saved some of the money, is by saving on the packaging. I really don't like breaking these boxes. I like reusing the boxes, but it is extremely hard to open the box without breaking it. So this may be the cube that I end up using to put the magnets in, because the goal of the video is to make the cheapest possible cube that's as good as possible. So obviously I need a decent base in terms of that it needs to be able to turn, it needs to be able to corner cut, but I'm going to be putting in magnets, lubing it up, tensioning it, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm really hoping this is going to be at least okay. Wow, that sound is absolutely horrible. However, the turn-in is actually quite good. Yeah, this turn-in is actually very good, surprisingly. Let's see what the corner cutting is like. Okay, so it can do just over the line for forward. Reverse is a bit tough. I would love to see. I can feel there's no corner cutting technology for the reverse corner cutting on the inside of the pieces. That might be a bit of a problem. However, the rest of it is actually pretty decent. I'm going to need to put a volume warning before this part of the video, because wow, this is some crazy volume on this cube. Let's see if we can get a center cap off. So as expected, it's just a simple screw system. We should be able to work with this. I think this is going to be a good base. Oh wow, this one comes with a little cube stand. That's nice. Wow, this is definitely the most in-depth booklet. Oh, interesting. Does it explain how to solve other cubes? Oh, it's explaining how to solve 4x4s and 2x2s even. Okay, so that's why this book's so detailed. It's actually explaining all of them, even the permings. Very interesting. Not a bad cube scan. Nice. Oh my word. Now this is a crazy color scheme. So this side, like this whole middle side, is extremely hard for me to tell apart. And I know I'm going to struggle immensely in a solve, but that's what's going to make it fun. Even this whole side, like all three of these sides, are almost identical for me. This is the only side that stands out. not too bad, not too bad. Can definitely feel the springs in this cube as well as like the turning is all right, but you can hear those scratches. And in addition to that, just the corner cutting doesn't feel like it's great. It does reverse corner cut better than the other cube. That's the one thing, I think the one downside of this cube, because otherwise this cube feels pretty good, but the no technology for reverse corner cutting, whereas if you see on this cube, it has that little dip underneath the corner piece. That dip makes all the difference. That dip makes reverse corner cutting much, much better. So you'll see, as I corner cut, the piece slides over the center piece. Yeah. Interesting color scheme. I think this is going to be extremely difficult to solve, but that's not going to stop me. Okay, so it looks like 2 cross pieces done. Third one. Ooh. Now I can't tell. Okay, I think that's undone. I think this must go here. Okay, I'm just going to hope that's done. Oh, wow. This is so difficult. Oh, my word. This is difficult. Okay, so this needs to go in there. I need to find its corresponding corner. I might just need to do beginner's algorithms with this. Okay, that corner looks like it's right. That corner looks right. Yes. Okay. Let's start trying to find edge pieces. Okay, F12 I think is finally done. Okay. Oh man, I think this is headlights. Wow. That was so difficult. Man, that color scheme is tough to deal with. However, this gives me some great, oh, well, here's the time. Don't even want to look at that. Let's get this out of here. This cube does give me an interesting future video idea though. If I have to solve on this with struggling with the color scheme, and my friend who's also a cuber gets to solve on a normal cube, who would be Foster. That would be a very interesting video, and I hope I can make that in the future. Overall, the cube turns all right. Definitely the more limiting factor is the color scheme. It's much harder to see. Last package. Don't even need the knife for this one. We'll just rip it open. What do we have here? The Z cube. Let's see what it's like. Oh, finally a package that opens nicely. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wow, I can just tell this is going to be horrible. It also looks nothing like it did in the photos. I'll post a photo of what I saw on the site here now. But this looks nothing like it. Oh, that is horrible. Oh, this might be worse than the normal Rubik's brand. Look at the angle it can't corner cut from. That's barely misaligned. And if we try and reverse corner cut, oh no, oh no. It can't, look how little is holding it back. And it can't do that cut. Oh man, this is gonna be horrible. I wonder, and this, how do you tell the difference between these two sides? They're literally identical to me. These sides too are very similar. Oh man. This might be worse than this cube, because even though it's easier to tell at least these sides apart than it is on this cube, these sides being exactly the same, as well as how horrible this turning is, might make it extremely difficult. Well, let's try it. Oh, goodness. Oh. Oh, this is horrible. I can't even scramble it. I don't know if I will be able to solve this in under even 5 minutes, but we'll see. Last cross piece is where? Is it this? I think it's this. Okay. Wait, do I see an F12 pair? Yeah. Oh wow. I'm doing F2L on this. Incredible. I take back everything I said about this cube. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. But I can't tell. Okay, so it looks like all of F2L is done except this piece. Can I do OLL and PLL? Oh, okay. Wait. Finger tricks, save me. Turn. Oh my word. Not too bad. Almost identical in compared to this cube, which turns infinitely better. But this was just much harder to actually turn, but it was easier to recognize the pieces. I think I may need to give this cube another shot. I didn't try beginner's method from the beginning, and maybe I would be able to do it better if I try beginner's method immediately. So I'm gonna try that now. This is still so hard to see. No. Also no? Why does this feel so wrong? Oh, I think these two cross pieces are switched. Oh yes, much better. Yeah, being able to do finger tricks on this make it so much faster, although the color recognition is very difficult. Now this cube definitely feels the most stable. It feels very put together. It feels smooth. So I definitely think this will be the base for our project. I might buy more magnets in the future and put it in a better cube, like I said. But for now, I'm probably going to try it in this. Let me try a solve on this cube. Wow, that's a really good time, especially on a first solve. The M moves felt like they locked up a little bit, so we'll have to see how that works. Yeah, M moves are feeling like a bit of a struggle. However, I think we can make this work. Let's try putting in some magnets. So just as I was starting to check out the pieces, I noticed something extremely sad. If you look in there, the piece is hollow on the inside. It's hollow. So there's nowhere for me to put edge to corner magnets, which is extremely sad. I don't think I might be able to magnetize this. I'll take it apart and have a look, but it looks like the dreams might be crushed. So I'm very sad, and I've got very sad news. Loosened the cube a bit and took some pieces out, and as I expected, the edge pieces are hollow. So while I would be able to put magnets in the corner pieces, it doesn't help because the magnet can't attach to anywhere here. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to magnetize this cube because there's nowhere to put the magnets. Now, I do have another cheaper cube. I think it's the Waylong that's coming, and that wasn't too expensive. So I can maybe try it with that. But this is a little disappointing because this was an extremely cheap cube that I was really hoping I'd be able to try and magnetize. On that note, I want to say thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay proud of yourself.